I'm going to talk about the pictures you see on the screen and basically what is it which makes them sensual and interesting. Okay, so I'm going to just talk top of the head because this photo was obviously when I did this, it was the milk running down her, which were essential. I mean, the idea about her just drinking some milk, and we actually did this on a very old farm and so on. So the setting, we also did some other photos, but I like the sensualness of this one. This one, we have again something where the model is interacting with. Here is a good smoke, a little bit like old Bill Clinton here. It sort of can give you associations of lip contact with this object, and that makes it even more sensual. So you can incorporate an object which will be where there will be contact with skin, and as something being sensual is about being sensed, is very much about appealing to senses. So as we feel with our lips and so on, contact with lips will automatically make it sensual. So let's move to the next one. Oh, she's just awaiting, and here's a little bit on the words. It says here back fantasy and so on. And she's a little bit forbidden, yet she's wearing a cross, so there is this sort of interesting thing about being very not available and still somehow being flirting, because the clothes she's wearing is not very nun-like, is it? So there is a bit of contrast and so on, so that is interesting in that. And here is just the very direct eye contact, and she looks a little bit I mean, you don't always have to be that a gaze from a girl should be like friendly. She's a little bit sort of like not completely happy with us, maybe, but that makes us maybe in a powerful position. I don't know. She's naked and so on, so there's a little bit of that. It is the combination of nudeness and an expression can do very much, and she's definitely looking at us. I don't think she's afraid, but she's sort of like, there is a bit of there's the eyes, and you can see that she is very well busted in the periphery of this, so you can, there is a magic in the air, you might say. Here again we have an eye, and oh my gee, I am only showing one eye. All the conspiracy people are going to say, oh, this and that, and it's just because she's long hair and is covering one eye. There is no plan in that, but I liked it. I still think it's the gaze which is interesting. So don't be afraid of looking at your models. That's very, very important. Good eye contact will give you these moments, right? So be ready for good eye contact. Still here, I actually had a cook to make the food around her and so on, and put the sauce on her shoulders and so on. It was quite fun. Good sport she was, and well, the sauce was not without taste, so it's not completely, I mean, there is actually a good relationship between food and sex. It's sort of like you're devouring something, you're eating, and so it's interesting to combine those two things. Here again we have eyes, and it's actually a repeat of a model, because this was the woman before with the Same one. Oh, we skipped. But it's still the eye contact and the mystery of the mask is, well, there is something there. And then the undressing is in progress. She's sort of like, yeah. I don't know. It's actually not that interesting. And that's the last one I'm going to end up. I'm going to end on a note saying that my own photo wasn't very interesting. Well, you got to be honest, right? It's the other ones were better. Okay? So I'll do this again with a different subject. Okay? But this was Sensual Women.